Self-Perception versus Academic Success by Zoe, Yurisa, and Jasmine. We found that a problem in some students' academic success was their own self-perception, even some of our own group members. We feel that if you surround yourself with positive influences, you will succeed. Here are 3 video clips that touch on our subject.
You see, you and I, we have an image of ourselves. It's how we see ourselves. When you look in the mirror, there's a reflection coming back from the mirror. That's the reflection of your physical being. But that's not how you see you. Instead, you see you in your mind. You see you.
Thinking here is, if you can keep their self-esteem buoyed up, then further down the line, they will reap the academic benefits from that.
And to really overcome this is accept our strengths and our weaknesses, because at that point we realize who we are. We're not pretending that we're this perfect human. So the key lies within accepting your strengths and accepting your flaws, because as soon as you do that, you don't accept half of you as a person, you accept the whole you. And what this will do is it will make you more confident in whichever situation you're in.
The way you look during school hours matters at all to you?
I think it does, because honestly, it just does. Because I like clothes and like fashion, I guess. So like, I want people to see me like the way I would like to see myself in best form, or whatever. Just like.
Do you think it's important for you to uphold this quote-unquote best form?
I think it kind of is, because first impressions to me matter, and like if I see, they just matter, because like it's what people think of you when they hear your name or whatever. Like if they're not close to you, they're gonna hear your name and be like, that girl, because they're gonna remember you.
By the way you look.
Yeah.
So do you think that maintaining a good sense of style distracts you from the main point of school, which is ultimately learning?
I think sometimes it can and can't, because your mind can juggle a lot of things, and if there's what you're gonna wear tomorrow or what you thinking of just outfits, it can distract you. But if you're like a hard worker, then you can get through
Anthony, I'm 18 and I'm a senior.
Have you ever felt pressured into looking a certain way by peers or authority or anyone surrounding you?
I think fashion trends, yeah, I'd have a lot to do with that. Like, people, when I moved from Houston, dressed a lot different from when they dressed in California, so I switched up how I dress to adjust to the style.
And so would you say that the way that you look during school matters to you?
Depends. I mean, certain days, yes, but like there's also days where it's just like this. Growing up as a senior and being like bombarded with all this work, I think it just matters more just how you're doing in school rather than what you look like in school.
Okay. And do you think others care about the way that you look?
I think a few care about how I look, but not to the extent that like if I were to just come bummy, like they would not talk to me. They just like to see me style if I want to.
And has maintaining, wait, I have to show you real quick. Has maintaining a nice sense of style distracted you from like school at all?
I don't think so. I think you just slap together whatever you feel looks good in the morning and then just go for it.
And as a male, do you think you're more pressured to look nicer? And if so, like, how does that affect you?
Yeah, I think it does pressure you, because I mean, when guys want to talk to a girl, like let's be honest here, a girl's probably gonna less likely talk to a guy if he just dresses terribly. So I think our social status depends a lot on how we dress, act, and present ourselves.
If someone's having problems with like insecurity or something, how would you say that they should overcome it? Could overcome it?
That's a tough one. I think surrounding yourselves with a positive group, you know, because I mean, it's okay to strive for your best self and your best style, but if you surround yourself and that's all they want, then you're gonna feel less of a person. So just surround yourself with people who accept you for who you are and just love you on your good days and bad days, and you feel good.
Okay. say that having a good perception of the way you view yourself leads to like better academic work? Like if you're more confident?
I think a lot, because I think if you're struggling with anxiety or maybe depression because of how you feel and look, then you're going to be so focused and so focused on other things and distracted from school, and you're just going to be so focused on improving yourself rather than just focusing on your grades.
Do you know anyone who has felt pressured about their appearance?
Yes.
And can you elaborate on that?
It's a girl, and she was very skinny, and she just didn't love herself. So she lost more weight and started to dress better. She's a senior.
Of anyone who has been pressured about their appearance, like,
Yes.
if so, how did they overcome the pressure, and are they still being pressured?
It's like the old saying, just ignore it. That's about it.
All right, thank you.
I can imagine in an age where people grew up always attached to a device, how normal that is for them, how difficult it would be to have boundaries on a phone. And so I think this is a main contributor. Now, for a lot of people, that's not practical. Fine. Other ways to cope with that is find a person that you can trust who's not in a negative place. So when you're in a negative place and you match up with people who are in a negative place, it's very difficult for you to help each other because you're both so broken. So if you are in a negative place, finding someone who is positive and has a more mature mindset or a toolbox to help you can help you. So those types of things I would suggest: go to bed early, eat healthy, drink water, have a hobby that involves a brain to hand to brain connection. So a sport or sewing or reading a book, something that isn't a technology hobby.
Again, our research question is, how is self-perception related to academic success? Through our different interviews, we found that a common solution is to surround yourself with a positive support system, whether it's family, friends, or anyone in between. Thank you to all the people that allowed us to interview them, and thank you for your time. Sincerely, Zoe, Yirisa, and Jasmine.